to OhmAzing Living. Today we're going to do a short chair yoga sequence, and it's going to be based on stability and flexibility. So we're going to be using our chair more as a prop versus sitting in it the whole time. If that's not something that's in your practice, please check out one of my other videos where we stay seated in the chair throughout. And as always, I try to make my instructions clear and concise enough so that if you are visually impaired or blind, that you can also follow along easily. If there's something that I go through that doesn't make sense to you or you feel I could have been a little clearer on, please drop me a note in the comments below so that I can improve to make the next video better for you. And while you're at it, why don't you like and subscribe? Let's get started. First and foremost, I want to make sure that we have some safety. So let's ensure that we have our chair on a mat, so that a non-stick or non-slippery mat, so that the chair will sit firmly on the mat without sliding. You can also use a rug, and I have a rug here that has a nice rubber backing, and that would be something that you might want to use. If it doesn't have a rubber backing, it's going to slip and slide, and you'll be able to tell if you put your foot on it and move your foot if it moves. It should be something that will stick to the floor. For the seated portion, the chair should have a nice flat surface, nothing that's kind of bucketed or round so that you're sliding backwards. I'm using my fancy dining room chair again today. And so we're going to sit up nice and tall in our chair, and we'll start by bringing our feet together, our knees together. Our hands are going to be on to our thighs, sitting up nice and tall, pulling our shoulder blades back gently and relaxing them for a solid mountain pose. Let's start by closing our eyes and taking a deep breath in through our nostrils and exhaling it out through our nostrils. One more time. Inhale in. And exhale it out through your nostrils. Take about 2 more breaths like that, very gently beginning to slow down your exhale, bringing your focus into your heart center, beginning to relax, and really be present with your practice today. On your next inhale in, I'd like you to take 2 sips of air in through your nostrils. On your exhale, open your mouth just a little bit. Let it go. Relax your shoulders. Unclench your jaw. 2 sips in. And this time on your exhale, open your mouth, side out. Relax those muscles in your mind. Let everything in the outside world go for a little bit here as we get started. On your next inhale in, let's drop our hands down to our sides, palms facing upwards. Take an inhale, reach your arms all the way up. Exhale, flip your palms, bring your arms down. One more time, let's inhale up. Feet planted firmly on the floor, interlace your fingers, push your palms up towards the ceiling, looking up. Give yourself a cat back here. Exhale, round your spine, bring your arms out in front of you, push your palms away from you. Really give yourself a nice push, look down at your belly. Inhale, come on back up. Arch your back, look up. Exhale, round your back, bring your hands out in front of you, push out through your hands. Inhale, come on back up. And on your exhale, drop your right hand down to your chair, left hand to your right knee. Take an inhale in, pull your navel in and up towards your spine as you look over your right shoulder gently using your upper thoracic spine. Inhale, both arms come up. Exhale, other side, drop your left hand down to the chair, reach behind you. Look over that left shoulder. Gentle twist here. Inhale, bring your arms all the way back up. And on your exhale, I'd like for you to bring your arms down, bend forward. Maybe you have to hold on to the sides of your chair. If not, you can bring your hands all the way down to the floor. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to your thighs, pull your shoulder blades together, looking straight at the floor with the crown of your head pointed forward, really pushing in through your feet. Nice, solid stance. Exhale, forward fold, drop your hands down, and slowly begin bringing yourself back up. You've been upside down, so allow your blood pressure to catch up with you as you come up. Sitting up nice and tall, hands down to the sides of your chair. On your next inhale, I'd like for you to pick up your left leg, straighten it straight out in front of you, and point and flex your feet. Roll out your ankles a little bit. Get some air pops out of there. On your next inhale, bend that knee, take it across and drop your ankle onto your left leg so that you're in a figure 4 position. Gently push your left knee away. On your exhale, forward fold. Come forward. You can hold on to the chair with your right hand. Flex that left foot as it's bent over your right knee. Really opening up your hips here a little bit. Maybe you feel that stretch a little bit in the back of your hamstring. Inhale, come on back up. And slowly release that left leg and drop it back down to the floor. Get a nice solid stance again. Feet maybe about 1 fist width apart. Sit up nice and tall. Deep breath in. Raise that right leg up, straight out in front of you, and point and flex your feet, your foot. Roll out your ankle in one direction, maybe in the other. Give it a nice stretch. On your next inhale, bend that right leg, cross it over your left knee, flexing your right foot, sitting up nice and tall as you gently push that right knee down with your right hand, opening up your hip a little bit. On your next inhale, big breath in, exhale, forward fold over your knee. Feel that stretch. See if you feel it in the same place on this side. Again, you can use your left hand to hold on to the side of your chair for a little bit of stability. Inhale, come on back up, and let's drop our leg back down to the floor. Okay, we're going to come out of our chair a little bit, but the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to work on standing up and sitting down without using our hands. So I'm going to turn my chair sideways so that you can see what I'm doing. And I'm going to come forward a little bit in my chair. Now, if you feel like this is going to be a struggle or a challenge for you, then maybe you have your chair close enough to a wall or a table or something where you can, like for example, I have the door here. I can always put my hand on the doorknob if I feel like I am going to fall. But the idea here is to learn to be able to get in and out of a chair without having to use your hands and provide some stability and flexibility for your body. So sit up nice and tall, take a deep breath in. Exhale it out. Really plant your feet into the floor. Your back is away from the chair. On your next inhale in, I'd like you to take your hands out in front of you, and on your exhale, push through your feet and come on back up, straight up. And as we come to go back down, we're going to step back a little bit behind the chair. Let your legs feel the chair so that you know where the chair is, and then step out one step so that your legs are not totally up against the chair. Stand up nice and tall. Take a great big inhale in. Bring those arms out in front of you if you can, and slowly bend your knees, push your hips back, and come back into the chair, planting your feet firmly on the ground. Let's try that one more time. Again, feet firmly planted on the ground. Great big inhale in as we bring our arms straight out in front of us, push through our feet, and exhale as we come up. Inhale in. See where the back of your chair is. Exhale, slowly bring yourself back down. Great job, you guys. Alrighty, we're gonna do some other standing poses with our chair. I'm gonna turn my chair this way here. So again, this is where it's real important to make sure you have a mat or a rug with rubber backing on it so that you don't slide. We're gonna use our chair as a prop. We're gonna place our hands directly on our chair. We're gonna take 2 steps backwards so that we are in a long stretch with our hands on the backs of our chair. Bending forward, looking down at the floor. Our ears are in between our arms, level with our arms. Pushing our hips back, really giving our back a nice stretch. If you're able, walk your foot back one more. Really pushing through your hands. Again, keep those ears even with your arms. We don't want to overextend our arms or our back. Pushing through our hips. Inhale and exhale. Feet should be maybe 2 fist widths apart. On your next inhale, bring your right foot forward a step, and then your left foot, beginning to bend your elbows and slowly walk yourself to where you're an arm's length away from the chair. Bring your feet back together so that they're about 1 fist width apart. Holding on to the back of the chair, so just very gently, just lay your palms on the top of the chair. If you feel like you need to grip it, feel free to do so. On your next inhale in, I'd like you to pick your right leg up and kick it straight back. Still holding on to the chair. And let's pulse it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, really hold that leg up. Engage your glute muscle here, engage your ab. Exhale it out. On your next inhale, if it's in your practice, let's pick up that left hand and bring it straight out in front of us, reaching in 2 different directions here. So right hand is still holding on to the chair. Left hand is extended out in front of you. Right leg is extended back behind you. 1 breath here. On your next exhale, plant your hand back down. Drop your leg back down. Go ahead and walk it out here a second. Bending one knee and then the other. Excellent. Alrighty, line yourself back up, feet about 1 fist width apart. Arms are arm's length away, so your arms should be straight with your hands on top of the chair. Take an inhale in, kick that left leg back. Hold it, engage that glute, and then we're going to pulse it, so raising it up and bringing it down just a little bit. So go ahead and begin. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, engage that glute, hold, engage your abs. Take a nice big inhale in. On your exhale, raise that right arm up from the chair, reach it straight out in front of you, and hold. Really lengthen and strengthen. Breathe into your pose. On your next exhale, drop your hand down and slowly bring your foot back down to the ground. And walk it out. Alrighty, let's try a little balance pose here. So we're going to stand up, and our left hip is going to be facing the back of the chair. We are about, I want to say, 3 fist widths. Our hip is about 3 fist widths. Let me try that again. 3 fist widths away from the back of the chair. So we're going to stand up nice and tall, and we're going to take our left hand, and we're just going to hold on to the chair with our left hand. Our elbow's going to be bent because we're not that far away from the chair. Our left leg is going to be our standing leg. We are going to get a nice Padabanda lock, which is a foot lock. So we're going to lift up our toes And then slowly bring them back down to the mat, really grinding the balls of our feet and our heel into the mat, clenching our toes a little bit to lift the arches of our feet. Stand up nice and tall. Drop your shoulders down, take a breath here. On your next inhale in, I'd like you to bend your right knee. And when you do that, automatically your left hip will tend to pop out. So go ahead and pull that left hip back in. On your next inhale, I'd like you to pick your right knee back up. Open your knee out to the side and very gently drop the bottom of your right foot onto the shin of your left foot. If you're really flexible, you can put it on your inner thigh, anywhere but your knee. If you find this challenging, you can always lower your foot down so that your toe, your right toe, touches the ground. But if you can, you're going to be in a tree pose with your right foot firmly planted on your left shin. Take your right hand, reach it straight up into the sky. And let's take 3 or 4 breaths here. On your next exhale, go ahead and release that hand down. Release your foot. Slowly bring your leg back around to the front. And let's extend it straight out in front of you. Take a couple of breaths here. We're going to pulse this foot. So on the next inhale, exhale, begin pulsing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale, drop that right leg down to the floor. Go ahead and walk it out. I'm going to turn my chair the other way. We're going to use our right leg as our standing leg this time. Again, we want to be about 3 fist widths away from the back of the chair, our hip. Lifting our toes up and really getting a nice grip onto the floor. Grinding our heel in, taking a great big inhale in. Lift our navel in and up towards our spine. Bend that left knee. Go ahead and pull that right hip back in. As we raise that left knee up, open our leg out to the side. Plant our foot onto the shin of our right foot. Hugging that right hip back in again. Raise your left hand all the way up to the sky. Find a gazing point in front of you where you can look and hold. Breathe. On your next exhale, drop your hand down, bring your left leg back around to the front, straighten your leg, and let's pulse it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly drop your foot down to the floor. Great job, you guys. I'm going to turn my chair back around, and if you need to do that, that's great. We'll take a minute here to let you get settled. So sit up nice and tall. Plant your feet onto the floor. Take a nice big inhale in. Raise your arms up, up, up. Knees should be about 1 fist width apart. Exhale, forward fold. All the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Slowly bring yourself all the way back up. When your chin comes up, your arms come up all the way overhead. Bring your hands to Anjali Mudra, prayer hands, and slowly bring them down to your heart center. Let's take a couple of breaths here to relax. Calm your breath. Thank you, everyone, for sharing these few minutes with me. I hope that you feel like you've been stretched and you're ready to go out and face your day. Please like and subscribe below. I'd love to see you again. Have a great day.